Good morning, peeps. How you doing this morning? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. It's, ooh, my eyes aren't working. Bright and early for me. Like it normally is. Alright, let's jump right in. Let's click on the control. Who do we got online? Chris Wu's open. In Qatar.
Welcome back, Commander. You currently have no missions. You are near Pukya ZW-JC22-19A, in the Pukya ZW-JC22-19 system.
Oop, did it already update? Sweet, Edie. Okay. I'm looking through. It is open. Awesome. Make sure it's up to date. It looks like it's working. Open galaxy map.
Acknowledged.
Close galaxy map.
Alright then.
I believe there's water geysers, and one of these had carbon dioxide. There we go. Go scan these up. Engage jump.
Verity will comply.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a super cruise.
How's everybody's morning going? The ship's looking a little bit sad, but hopefully we can, it's not gonna happen today, but let's see here, today's Thursday? Tomorrow we're gonna get to Colonia. That's gonna be a good time. 3/4 impulse.
3/4 impulse.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Commander.
Oof. Don't fly while tired. Alright, how many probes? 4? We can do 4.
"49 geological surface signals detected.
49.
Map is now complete. Efficiency bonus granted. Luna 3 is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. I detect high numbers of active water geysers at the surface. The surface temperature averages 102 Kelvin. Body A3 contains high levels of carbon and selenium. You have mapped all worthwhile bodies.
Alright, in we come.
Stellae Serpents has left Super Cruise close to planet Pyokia ZW-JC22-19A3A. Flight mode initiated. Pyokia ZW-JC22-19A3A is a low-gravity world, at 10 centimos. Flight completed.
Power to shields.
Powering systems.
Deploy landing gear.
Lowering gear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Touchdown on Pyokia ZW-JC22-19A3A. Coordinates are 22.31 degrees latitude, minus 38.70 degrees longitude.
Crewman Vega, you're with me.
Okay.
Deploy SRV.
Buggy launched. Buggy standing by for recovery.
This is very low gravity. Like my wheels are spinning. Lights off.
Off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at that. You guys want to go for a ride? Here we go. It kind of stopped as we went over it, so that's fine. This one looks better. The space.
Stella Serpents has lifted
The
off.
ship has departed.
Uh-oh. Alright, I think there was a crater this way. Let me see here. Surface map. Let's see if we face north, which is up here, and then we go like east northeast. Which would be about this way. These rocks are a bit rough. say that felt a little bit painful.
Geological surface signals detected. Touchdown on PZW-JC 22-1983F. SRP standing by for recovery.
Oh, wider than it looks. So close. Alright, bring him in. There we go.
Buggy docked. Lift off.
Engage jump.
Unable to comply.
Because we're frame shift locked.
Allied Serpents has entered Super Cruise.
Let's get out of the orbital cruise. There we go. Flip her around. Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse.
Thank you.
You're welcome, of course.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, this one should have carbon dioxide geysers to add to our list of things we found in this area, region, sector, something like that. Another 4 probe.
Three geological surface signals detected. Surface map is finished. Efficiency bonus awarded. Moon A3b is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. I am detecting active carbon dioxide geysers. The surface temperature averages 99 Kelvin. Body A3b has high levels of sulfur, carbon, and phosphorus. All bodies of interest are now mapped.
Down in the valley.
Stellae Serpents has left Super Cruise in the vicinity of planet Pukea ZW-JC22-19A3b. Light engaged. Pukea ZW-JC22-19A3b is a low-gravity world, at 10 centimos. Light completed.
Power to shields.
Max systems.
Deploy landing gear.
Down and locked.
Vega, you're with me. Crewman Vega, you're with me.
Certainly.
Touchdown on Pukea ZW-JC22-19A3b. Coordinates are minus 50.15 degrees latitude, 62.52 degrees longitude. Buggy away. Buggy standing by for recovery.
It's very yellow. What do we got? Carbon dioxide ice fume hole. Pretty interesting color. Oof. I'm assuming these are the same, they're just sticking out. Yes. We go for it, boys. Full speed. Oh, well. That didn't work out as expected. What if we go up at a right angle here? Lights off.
Lights off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, well, this isn't going well. Come on. Nice. You can't see that ring from here. All right.
Buffy standing by for recovery.
Very slidey.
Buffy dock. Lift off.
Next system en route.
System destination locked.
Are we gonna be able to get there or no? How close are we? Not close enough. Engage jump.
Engaging drive.
And the Super Cruise.
Engage jump.
Frameshift drive. Engaging.
Jump in progress.
Navigation for
Allied
next
services to
system.
transit to the Pukia IR-OB 47-0 system. This is your first visit to the system.
Scanning now.
Ground Dwarf D is uncommon and remarkable, with an unusually old age of just over 13 billion years, making it one of the oldest stars in the galaxy, an unusually high solar radius at 0.13 times Sol's and higher than average surface temperature. Brown dwarf B is uncommon and notable, relative to similar Class T brown dwarfs, with higher than average density. 9 bodies remain to be scanned in this system. Maximum fuel.
A Y-type star, nice. Slow her down, see what we got.
This body contains high levels of carbon. Lune B4 is notable, with an incredibly inclined orbit. This body has high levels of carbon and selenium.
Alright, real quick. Alright, there we go.
This system holds every element available from surface prospecting. Exploration class, Gold.
Engage jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Telemetry obtained. Stellai surfaces in transit to the Puglia FC-DD12-211 system. Caution, neutron star detected.
Neutrons.
This is your first visit to the system.
Oh, hey, Nerif. Ahoy. All the
Engaging
honking.
exit protocol.
Here we go. Honk, honk, honk.
Scanning now.
This neutron star is uncommon and notable, relative to similar class M neutron stars, with an extremely high average density of well over 463 quadrillion kilograms per cubic meter.
It's pretty.
4 bodies remain to be scanned here.
What do we got? How you doing today, buddy? Just we're doing some work, bro. I feel that. And by feel that, I mean I don't feel that, but I will have to soon. I've got like an hour and a half, so I have to start getting ready. But yeah, I'm off tomorrow. We're gonna have a nice long stream tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Frame shift drive boosted
Jump
by
range has been
400%.
increased.
Engage jump. So yeah, no hate.
Engaging jump drive.
Destination confirmed. Stellae Serpents is en route to the Kilday UF-WV-47-2 system. This is your first visit to the system.
Scanning now.
Finished my task to join you guys.
2
Bro,
out of 6 bodies have been scanned here.
I was gonna say, it'll be... I'm trying to think. So Friday, the reason I'm doing Friday morning is most of you guys are overseas. So that'll be like your Friday night for you. What I'm planning to do is I'm gonna open up multi-crew in the game if you actually want to come fly with me. But we're gonna do like probably a good 8 to 12 hour stream, and we're gonna finally make it to Colonia, or at least that's the hope. But it's gonna start 9 a.m. for me, which would probably be closer. Hello, Pester Captain. Hello. 9 a.m. for me, which would be, what is that, like 2 or 3 p.m. for you. So you'll still be able to work, but we'll be there for a bit. Gosh, Discord going off. How you doing today, Marcel? We can. I mean, we're gonna have to multi-crew unless you guys want to fly out to Colonia to meet me. Alright, let's give her a scan, boys. Alright, what else? There's not much here, to be honest. Bro, that Thrustmaster software, I feel that. I had to reinstall my SciTech stuff for my X52 Pro. And I don't like the new Logitech stuff, so I had to find the old school program. That was a pain, but I found it. I'm doing pretty well. We're out exploring like we have been for pretty much every single day.
Planet A2 is notable, with an unusually high surface temperature of just over 366 Kelvin.
But yeah, pretty sweet. But yeah, ED, that's where it's at, my dude. It's the game I always come back to. You switch USB ports, bro. That would do it. Alright, Nerf. Good luck with the work. I appreciate you stopping by. All the honking. Engage jump.
Engaging jump drive.
But yeah, no, I definitely feel that, Marcel. It was a bit fiddly for me too. I had an issue with Steam that I was trying to save my config in like Steam configs.
Stellae Serpents is in transit to the YLTU-AC-17.
And it didn't work out because it was basically kept resetting my keybinds every time I came in, and talk about annoying. But I have a USB like a thumb drive with my stuff saved up, so just in case. I learned that a long time ago.
This star is extraordinary, with an unusually high solar mass of 0.56 times Sols, an unusually high solar radius at 0.74 times Sols, lower than average density, and high brilliance. As you can see, it emits an orange-red light. 11 bodies remain to be scanned. Maximum fuel.
They did. I was gonna say, when was the last time you played? Unless they changed it recently. Because they did change it. A lot of stuff is real nice. What I really like is this over the back in beta, how everything's more streamlined. It's just more user friendly. But before it carries, so the redesigned UI is only applied, I think, for carriers, I believe. I think if you land at a port, there's not much change. They gave you like a few extra little dots. But everything else I think is normal. The carriers are the ones that got the really cool UI, unfortunately. I wish they would implement it everywhere, but I think it's just for carriers so you can like enable and disable some of the UI elements. And they kept everything else standard.
This
Unfortunately.
body has large deposits of carbon.
But we'll see. I haven't actually docked in a long time, to be honest. Oh, well, maybe I'll have to take a look next time then, my dude, because I'll be honest, it's been about 6 to 8 months since I've been in a hangar. So maybe they changed it and I didn't even know. What I feel Yeah, we're exploring, that's the thing. Hey, thanks Marcel for the follow, I do appreciate that. Finally got off the 666 followers. What a wonderful number. We're not actually too deep, we just like to take our time. Hey, how's it going? Do I call you Koros or Thar? Because I'm gonna choose one or the other. And I think Thar is easier. You ruin the magic number. Bro, you can ruin that magic number all you want. It's one of those numbers you don't talk about. R is the surname. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, now I know. Of the fictional character. Well,
Luna 5
Sir
is
Thar.
habitable, with an extremely inclined orbit. This body contains
Or
very high
Madame.
levels of selenium at 4.4% and large deposits
We'll
of
just call
sulfur,
you-
carbon, and phosphorus.
Oh, it's still broken. Sorry, I'm looking at Discord as well and helping peeps. Try not using the VPN. Sorry. I'm going to. Don't you worry. Smiley face. But yes, sorry. We are out deep space. I get distracted very easily, guys. It'll happen a lot. Let me find this last planet. I'll show you where it is. Is this microphone lit? You better believe it's lit. It's only lit red, but it's lit. Yo, thanks for that prime sub, my dude. Or my lady. I appreciate you so much. Welcome to, we're calling it the sub shrub, I guess. I think that's what we named it. Bam. Alright, let me show you guys where we're at. We just crossed over into a new system area. Boop, boop. So there's the bubble. We flew around this way, we came out this way, we came down this galactic arm here, we went this way, we're coming here, we're gonna come in, we're gonna line up with Colonia this way, and then we're gonna come straight in, and transfer in our Beluga. Because we want to take our Beluga for the core. So we're probably gonna take Beluga in, if I can engineer it at Colonia, which is going to be the trick we're probably going to try to mess with Friday if we get to Colonia. Once we do that, we should be able to hopefully get a 53 light year jump range out of my Beluga, which I believe is minimum so we can get to Beagle Point. GG. Goodbye. But that's the hope. Oh, might be. It's the Hypercast Quadcast, HyperX Quadcaster, I believe. I haven't actually updated it in a hot minute. Yeah, HyperX Quadcast. I used to have a Blue Yeti, not the Pro because it's not an XLR, but I did have the Blue Yeti. Absolutely loved it, but for me it was too sensitive. And this has a, first of all, you'll see here in a second, it's touch to mute, so I can just be talking. That's pretty sweet. Also, it's got a turn dial on top. I'm moving my hand. You can't see it, but there's like a quick turn dial on top to change voice settings. But it's pretty sweet. We scan the system, yeah? Okay. Engage jump. Engage jump.
Faster than light drive. Charging now.
Thank you.
You're welcome, of course.
Ship doesn't always like to listen to me. Alright, off we go.
Destination confirmed.
Vectors.
Stellai Circus is traveling to the Fly LPQ-WP2-0 system. This is your first visit to the system.
Oh yeah, what we're going off earlier, by the way. We are the Super
Key
Chill.
systems are at optimal levels.
But we have a lot of fun. A lot of
Scanning
fun.
now.
Chill time. You gotta be chill when you're exploring, though. Like, you can't be
One
like,
body remains to be scanned
ooh,
in this system.
super hype, let's explore. That doesn't work out.
Refueling.
Unless you're doing it like opening loot boxes. I guess that could work. Every system is a loot box, you never know what you're gonna get. Huh. Let's get 10C out. I know the speed of light is actually a measurement of speed and not distance, but we'll go the speed of the distance we want to be.
Planet 1 is a remarkable Class 1 gas giant with an incredibly elongated orbit and an unusually low surface temperature of over 13 Kelvin.
Can't screen shot right now. Let's see here. Go into open. Alright, sorry. Again, trying to help the peoples out in the Discord. Multitasking. Engage jump.
Engaging drive.
Telemetry obtained.
Entry guidance
Stellai Circus is
computations
from Fly
complete.
LPQ-YD.
Engaging drive
Caution,
engaging.
neutron star detected.
Oop, neutron
This is your
boys.
first visit to the system.
Confirming exit point telemetry.
You have 40 jumps to go. Fuel tanks at 90%.
Scanning now.
This neutron star is uncommon and notable, relative to similar class M neutron stars, with an extremely high average density of over 484 quadrillion kilograms per cubic meter. One body remains to be scanned.
Alright, there we go. Yo, EDDI is always going wild. She telling me the stuff and things. Now, what do we got? I always let her do her thing. She telling us how big the star be. Alright. Let's be careful here. That was a bit close for my liking. Alright, we're gonna pop in.
Frame shift drive
Jump
boosted by
range
400%.
Those are always a wild ride. 203. Engage jump.
Hyperspace jump engaging.
Gotta stay hydrated, boys. I need to stretch. Oh god, it's only... Is it? No, it's 7 a.m. now.
Readying for system.
It's early is what it is.
This is your first visit to the system.
First trip to Colonia? No, I've been there about 3 or 4
Optimal
times.
levels. Readying for exit.
Colonia is pretty fun.
Levels now at
I just don't have
74%.
any...
Commander.
Scanning now.
I haven't been out to Colonia since they put the engineers out in Colonia. So I want to go out there and unlock them. And I said, hey, why not make it like a 2-year trip? I didn't actually say that, but that's pretty much what it's turning into. Because once we hit Colonia, we're going to go Galactic Center, then Beagle, because I've never been to Beagle Point. And I know they had a carrier going out there, but I didn't want to do that. Let me check something real quick. What is it? You've been to only Colonia once? Colonia is pretty sweet though. We have, so I'm part of a crew called Radio Sidewinder, and they have their Radio Sidewinder Galactic headquarters out there.
Body
So-
AB4 has high levels of carbon.
So basically, I like to visit. They have Broadcasting Bay where they have the radio station come out of out there. That's where the signal comes out of. So we just go over there and chill every once in a while. Go say hello. If you take the Neutron Highway, I think you can make it in what, 3 hours now, which really isn't too bad. Although, like, I've done it in a Conda, and the Conda's a wonderful exploration ship, but I just don't like the cockpit. So I was like, nah, I'm good. That would actually be kind of funny. It'd be pretty good. I don't know. I mean, they got pretty close to destroying the bubble. Not gonna lie. They were wrecking stations, but then they just stopped.
This body has high levels of carbon and selenium.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Commander.
Yeah, I don't think they would have done that, because they would have had to move the starting systems. And just imagine people who started the game who were like, well, I guess we're just stuck here with non-exploration crafts
This
getting
body
killed
has
by
large
Thargoids.
deposits of carbon.
It would have been a cool move, though. It also would, that is true. Imagine making the journey... Oh, wrong button. Imagine making the journey to Sol, right? And it's like, standard, it takes... let's say you have a pretty par or above par exploration ship. It's like, what, 5 hours? But now, it's just like, well, I can jump 15, 20 light years. Well, I guess I'm gonna be here for 6 days. Oh, that'd be unfortunate. Alright, let's get the asteroid boys. Nobody likes little asteroid boys. Alright, what else we got?
This system has every element required to augment an explorer's jump range. Exploration class, green.
So, tier 1. I mean, we're pretty stocked up on mats, if I remember correctly. I could use some more arsenic. Oh, well, chemical mini. Yeah, I mean, this is because we don't do combat. Or not as much as we should. Any great finds on my journey so far? I haven't found any sort of, like, what are those signal sources with the fun like jellyfish? I haven't found any that I put my name on. When we dock at Colonia, I do have a black hole with my name on it that I need to turn on. Thank you for the follow, by the way. And I do have a system that actually had, I believe it was 4 ELWs at 6 terraformable waters, all in the same system. So that's going to be a fun one to turn in. If I get my name on it and nobody else scanned it and turns it in first. But yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. Such as LCDs with the... Yo, so I've seen that, Marcel. I've seen some of that stuff. I don't do it because low-key I have 4 monitors. That is a lot of millions in one system. You get a lot of duds, but you'll get a good one. I have 4 monitors, so I have like a bunch of stuff up in my side monitors, but I've looked into some of that, like getting a tablet with something like the Gamer Glass stuff or something along those lines. It looks pretty sweet. Low-key, I want to take the chairs, the rails off my chair, and I'm gonna like fabricate some metal ones to screw into it so I can put my HOTAS on it, and then have like a flip where I can have like a tablet and stuff on the side, which would be pretty sweet. But I'm probably gonna get another chair before I do that. I don't want to wreck this one. But I would love a HOTAS chair where you just kind of sit and do it. Problem is using the X52 Pro. I love the suction cups on it, and I have a glass desk, so it works pretty great. But every once in a while, I go to pull it, and it'll just pop off. So it's a bit annoying. Engage jump.
Making the jump to light speed.
Destination confirmed.
Jumping to next
Stellae
system.
Serpents is in transit to the YALVF-EB14-6 system. This is your first visit to the system.
Scanning now.
38 jumps away. Not making that today. We got an hour left of the stream, boys.
Ground floor feed is notable, with higher than average density. 9 bodies remain to be scanned in this system. Refuel.
Alright, 9 bodies. It is ridiculous expensive. Additional displays are wonderful. Are you running a laptop now? If so, you can get like a pretty cheap, like just buy a cheap monitor that you can plug up via HDMI, assuming your laptop has HDMI out. It's pretty sweet. You could always go with like the external like displays, but they're pretty limited on info. Whereas if you actually had like a legit display, you could throw different things using Windows, like the Windows Explorer Division tool, and do it that way. You got a tower. Fair. Well, it's always nice to have it. VR is wonderful, but that's like high-end. Like, hello, I would like to upgrade with much money. Programs I recommend running that are always helpful. EDDI, love it. Up in the top right, you can see it's called Elite G19's Elite app. It has like a really cool live Aura review. ED Market Connector, if you're doing stuff, that's up at the top left. Also in the background, let's see if I can get it pulled up, I run ED Discovery, which has a whole bunch of cool stuff like the scans of the system as we scan it. I can import my nav route for my expedition where I'm at, and it'll show like the distances I have to jump. I've got a summary panel of everything I've done, and a log of stuff updating to EDDN, things along those lines. So that's always kind of cool. Bro, so Marcel, I ran out of USB ports as well. I upgraded to a Ryzen 9 or Ryzen 7 processor, and I made sure I got a motherboard with like 12 USBs out for my index, because I was like, bro, I want my index plugged in at all times, which actually doesn't take too many USB ports, but I want it plugged in at all times, and I had to remove one of my displays or put it on a switch because it runs display out, and with my 2080 Ti I only have 3 displays out. I know, for first world problems, I'm sorry. That's a good plan, is the USB ports, definitely. If you run Intel, there's rumors of the new, not Ice Lake, but there are ones coming out. There's 7 nanometer that will probably be released next year, having up to 1520 USB ports on a board, which looks stupid crazy, but it looks really cool. Yeah, you can bug me about. I work in IT. That's my main job. So I build computers. I mess with server racks. You can ask me any hardware, software related questions. I probably got you. That'll free 2 USB ports. There you go. Always a plus. Reverb. I've not heard of that one. Is that the HP one? Isn't that the one that HP worked with Valve? Yo. So I'll be honest, the programming side of things is much harder. Ah, I thought I heard about that. It's like the mixed reality stuff. Programming is much harder to learn
is notable, with an incredibly elliptical orbit.
than hardware. So if you prefer the programming side, go for it, because learning hardware is a lot easier than learning a new language. I say the only languages I know off the top of my head is a little bit of Java. I know Python, and I know like C+ and C#. Which it sounds like a lot, but it's not, because I have to mess with like Azure and stuff like that. So
Body B5 has large deposits of carbon and selenium.
but it's always fun. Hardware is easy to learn. It just, you have to keep on top of it. You know, I've heard about it's the best quality one. Do you know what the refresh is on it, Marcel? Or anybody? Because that was my big thing for my index, is I wanted the 144 overclock display. $90? Okay. That's not too bad. 90 is like, I would say, standard. I love the 120 the index, and depending on the game, you can overclock it to 144. Talk about smooth. I know most people say you can't see a difference, but once you go from 90 and you sample it up to 120 or 144, it's pretty sweet. Exactly. Yeah. So the index still uses lighthouses, but the lighthouses don't plug into your PC. You can just set them up out of like outlets. So those are pretty sweet. I don't like inside-out tracking because a lot of stuff I have in my room, I have some mirrors, I have some weird sound dampening equipment, and I've messed with inside-out, and it actually like grabs it. And plus the hand tracking is pretty sweet depending on the game. But yeah, it is a grand. There is your downside. Apparently, if you already have lighthouses, you can use ones from other systems, which is kind of cool. Are they more quiet than the Vive ones? So, I've used both. I would say they're about the same. When everything's off in my room, you can still hear a little bit of a whine, like a but it's not bad. I run a box fan in my room all the time, set to low. And even with it set to low, or even if my computer's on, you can't hear them.
This is your first visit to the system.
So overall, it's not too bad, but if you have everything off in the room and it's dead silent, you can hear them.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected. Scanning now.
This star is notable, with lower than average density. As you can see, it emits a yellow-white light. Brown Dwarf 2 is uncommon and notable, with a metal-rich ring. 3 out of 28 bodies have been scanned in this system.
We have a brown dwarf with a ring,
Stellae
boys.
Serpens is now fully refueled.
Yeah, if you're only playing Elite with it, then it's not a big deal. I mean, I can, like I said, I can only hear them if the sound's off, so otherwise it's not a big deal. So I just leave them plugged in all the time. Alright, let's lower down. We got some good stuff here. It looks like maybe a water world or two. Or is that an ELW? No, those are water worlds. We'll see if it's actually a water world or if it's a low class gas giant.
Planet 4 is a remarkable icy body with an incredibly large radius of nearly 13,500 kilometers and a pristine metal-rich ring. This body has high levels of tellurium. Planet 11 is exceptional, with an extremely elliptical orbit, an incredibly high mass at over 12.5 times Earth's, and an extremely high radius of over 15,500 kilometers. Planet 10 is extraordinary, with an extremely
These are all
high
really
orbit,
big.
an incredibly high mass at just over 13 times Earth's, an extremely high radius of well over 15,500 kilometers, and an extremely high surface temperature of over 507 Kelvin.
This is what I call a heavy system. Because everything seems heavier than normal.
Planet 3 is a remarkable Class 2 gas giant with an unusually low radius of over 23,000 kilometers and pristine metal-rich and rocky rings.
I have a friend who actually has an Oculus Quest 2, and they actually enjoy it. It's a little bit weird for the audio and some stuff, from what my peeps have told me. But other than that, the fact that you can plug it in is pretty sweet.
Planet 9 is extraordinary, with an extremely oblong orbit, an incredibly high mass at nearly 18 times Earth's, an extremely high radius of just over 17,000 kilometers, and an extremely high surface temperature of just over 619 Kelvin.
Alright, what do we got over here? Yo, the dev kits are wonderful.
Planet 8 is a notable water giant with an extremely oblong orbit.
I messed with the dev kit on my I had the old school dev kit 1. And I like the fact that I could overclock it, which was pretty sweet. Is that an HTC voice pack? So it's not. It's EDDI. It's literally using my system's information to read text logs. What is HTC voice pack is this. Crew command roster. Okay, well, it's not going to listen to me because I did the same thing. Crew command roster. Crewman Verity. Take all stations.
Body 2C contains large deposits of germanium and arsenic.
That is all.
Confirmed.
Thank you.
Crew have been assigned to stations. You're very welcome.
That's
Body
HTC.
2B contains high levels of germanium and arsenic.
Voice attack is wonderful, especially with HTC. I own like 9 of their packs. Don't have the cat though.
Body 2D contains high levels of germanium.
But the one that's reading stuff as I'm scanning things, that's completely free. That's just EDDI. Here, I'll show you. We call it Eddie. Hey, Eddie. Eddie is wonderful. This is what it looks like. You can go through, do stuff, but if you come down here to text-to-speech, you can set your onboard speech thing. So if you have actual multiples, you can do it. You can set the volume, how fast it reads, voice processing. So like if I'm damaged in a ship, this is what it'll sound like.
Severe damage to your error.
So it's kind of cool. Highly recommend disabling phonetic speech unless you want it reading for 20 minutes. But if you go through here and go to speech responder, you can enable what you want it to read out, because when you're like messing with your ship and like selling stuff, it gets really annoying. Like, oh, you sold it for this amount and you bought it for this amount. Good job. And I'm like, it's too much.
Planet 7 is notable, with a pristine rocky ring.
Alright, let's scan up all these little boys here.
Body 7 contains high levels of germanium and arsenic.
We got some geos. Silicate vapor geysers. Same. And then we're gonna have another giant over here. What do we got?
Planet 6 is an exceptional Class 3 gas giant with an unusually high mass at over 2,500 times Earth's, an unusually high surface temperature of well over 728 Kelvin, and a pristine rocky ring.
Ask what my motivation for exploring deep space is. Ooh. So, the reason I'm doing it is because I've done pretty much everything else in the game. I have about 3,000 hours in the game. So I've done pretty much anything else other than get my combat rank up, because I'm not a huge fan of combat. Every once in a while I just get like an itch to go deep space exploring, just because it is like opening loot boxes, and using these programs makes it a lot more enjoyable, because it reads you what's going on, things like that. But also I wanted, like, low-key, I wanted something to stream every day, and exploring's always different, and people kind of like the idea of what are you going to find. What I think, people like exploring, but they get tired of it, so if I do the exploring for you, it's kind of fun to watch and just hang out and chill.
Moon 6 is a notable rocky body with an extremely high surface temperature of over 953 Kelvin.
So that's the main reason I do it, because people want to watch exploring, but they don't want to do it themselves.
This body has large deposits of arsenic.
But I enjoy it. It's pretty chill, just laid back, something easy to do. You don't have to focus a lot on what you're doing. And you can have nice little conversations as we do it.
Contains high levels of tellurium. This body contains large deposits of germanium.
Alright, so where's my water world? There you are.
Planet 5 is a remarkable water world with an extremely high mass at well over 11 times Earth's, an extremely high radius of over 15,000 kilometers, and abundant liquid water at the surface. Bodies 1 and 5 are recommended candidates for mapping.
Like, if you wanted to do it yourself, you kind of have to just have the itch. Like, I wouldn't say go explore unless you're trying to unlock some of the engineers. I know you need to go like 5,000 light years out. A lot of people, if they want to do exploring, they'll take like a deep range passenger mission, so that way it gives them a reason to go out there. The only reason you could really do it yourself, if you want to get motivated, would be... Ooh, sorry. Ooh, heartburn. Okay, we're good. If you want to do it yourself, you have to, like you said, leave a mark. You want to have your name on something. You want to find stuff somebody hasn't found. So basically the old anagram of like Star Trek, like to go where nobody else has gone before. Kind of that. Find something that nobody else has seen. Find some biosignals. Find some stuff that like you're just like, wow, that's really cool. Other than that, I highly recommend it if you want to just like, if you hang out with people in Discord or just want to talk to somebody, it's a good time waster in the background. Like, I almost use it as like my clicker game. People play games on like their mobile phone, like, hey, I just want something kind of mind-numbing. That's exploring. It's not something you have to focus on, like combat, trading where you have to jump all the time, stuff like that. You kind of just sit here and scan systems. It's pretty chill. It works for me for streaming, because like I said, I get to hang out with you guys. Now, I will be honest, every once in a while, I do definitely have streams where people don't show up, and I kind of just sit here and I'm like, scan, and talk to myself. But when people are here, it's pretty fun. You too like face planting into Class T stars. Do it, my dude. Yeah, Death Stranding's pretty fun too. I have that. I haven't played as much as I need to, because I got pretty frustrated with it. It's not as chill as I wanted it to be. It is a walking simulator, but you definitely have times where it's like high stress. That's not what I want out of a fun little game. Alright, Water World. If you guys go exploring, heads up. Fair, I never actually got to the end of the story. Super Cruise Assist for explorers is highly needed. If you go exploring, get Super Cruise Assist if you're going to go scan planets. Highly recommended. Alright, as we fly this way, guys, give me like 30 seconds. I'll be right back. There is a Super Cruise Assist, they added it. I'll be right back. I'm going to go run to the restroom. I'll see you in like 2 seconds. Bro, that really sucks. Alright, we're here, boys. Let's scan her up. Oh, it's a 9 probe. Oh, gosh. Okay. It's been a while since I've had to do a 9 probe. You can AFK on Super Cruise Assist, and it'll basically orbit the planet. Yep, it orbits. It's absolutely wonderful. That's why I recommend it. Alright, let me text the lady back while we're orbiting real quick. There we go. Hyperspace Dethrottle saved me. Yes, I love Hyperspace Dethrottle as well. I don't run it as much, but it's nice. You want to learn Flight Assist off play and combat? Bro, there's some really nice Flight Assist tricks. I actually have some in my friends list that are like PvPers, and they've taught me about like stop gapping and stuff where you deploy like your landing gear on a bit of a flight and stuff like that. That's pretty sweet. To like save like a dethrottle. Some weird little tricks like that. But I don't do combat enough for it to actually apply. Yeah, like you're flying super fast, you boost, you toggle flight assist, throw it in reverse, deploy your landing gear, and you almost stop immediately. Little tricks for you. Alright, I think we're gonna just ping it right there. Yo, live that pirate life. Got it.
Surface map is now complete. Efficiency bonus granted. Planet 5 is a high-gravity water world. I am detecting active water geysers at the surface. Sensors detect a super dense argon-rich atmosphere with an average surface temperature of 314 Kelvin. Body 1 is also a good mapping candidate.
Body 1? Oh, you want me to map actually something? Dang, okay. What is body 1? Planetary body. We'll map body 1. Yeah, you don't wanna die in space, boys. Bad time. Imagine we actually get legit space pirates. That would be unfortunate. Yeah, you don't get much pay for PvP. It's just something you want to do. Like, what I tell people is PvP is endgame if you like combat. You get all the money you want, and then you go and you do PvP. Because, 1, you won't make money, 2, you'll lose a lot of money. Now, I do like CQC. CQC is pretty fun if you can get a bunch of people in. But that's about the only sort of PvP that I mess with. What's CQC? It's their close quarters combat. It's part of the game. Most people don't know it exists. Yeah, definitely ran into some of those. I'm a whole tank boy. I like my chieftain. Chieftain with fast regen bi-weaves. I don't run big ships. I don't like the big ones. If you do it on Fridays. Fridays are like CQC days. There's also like Discords where people put together CQC parties. But yeah, I'd say if you do it just like randomly, you probably won't get anybody. Why didn't I switch to Star Citizen? Because I keep trying it, and 1, the HOTAS doesn't feel nice. I tried liking the HOTAS, Star Citizen doesn't work. And I don't like the idea of foot combat where I have to go from HOTAS to keyboard and mouse to a controller. I want to stay on all one system. So the fact that Elite Dangerous is adding in foot actually kind of bugged me a little bit. Like I'm glad they're doing it, but I don't want to control a person with HOTAS, but I also don't want to control my spaceship with a mouse and keyboard. And that's how I want to do it. Oh, I backed it from OG. I paid way too much money for it. I enjoy it for what it is, but it's not finished yet. I'm more excited for their single-player campaign they're making. Alright, how many probes? 6? We can do a 6 probe, that's easy. Yeah, in X Foundations I wanted to like it, but I just read too many bugs that I haven't looked into it, to be honest.
Mapping is now finished. Efficiency bonus granted. Planet 1 is a medium gravity metal-rich body. I am detecting high levels of active iron lava flows at the surface. The crushing atmosphere is composed of silicate vapors with an average surface temperature of 2073 Kelvin. All worthwhile bodies have been mapped.
2073 Kelvin. Damn, that's hot. Yeah. You know, that's what I read, and that's why I haven't messed with it. Next system en route.
Locking system destination.
Engage jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Oh, no you're not. Engage jump.
Frameshift activated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's HTC voice packs. Or whatever it is. HC? Whatever. Yeah, it's the voice packs.
Jump in progress. Stellai Servants is en route to the YLFW-LC-8-2 system. This is your first visit to the system.
You bought the feisty ones? I have a lot of them.
6 jumps remaining.
I wanted one that sounded like a legit
Scanning now.
ship, though.
Star 8 is interesting, with an unusually high solar radius at 0.67 times sols and higher than average surface temperature. As you can see, it emits an orange-red light. Star B is notable, with an unusually high average density. As you can see, it emits an orange-red light.
There's no point in scanning here because we only got 3 bodies and they're all stars because we can see them on the scanner.
Stellai Servants is now at maximum fuel capacity.
I mean, also fair, also fair. Engage jump.
Faster than light drive charging now.
I like them. There are definitely some feisty ones.
Telemetry obtained. Stellai Servants is en route to the YLQO-UB18-0 system. This is your first visit to the system. You have 35 jumps until arrival.
Scanning now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
10 bodies remain to be scanned. Stellai Servants is now at maximum fuel capacity.
Get those belt clusters out of the way. Nobody liked you anyway. There we go. Music, business, where from? Alright, music. Monster Cat Gold. I run their EDM stuff. It's their light stuff, so it's not too heavy on the ears. Great for exploring. Business, I work in IT, if that's what you're asking.
That's about it. Where am I from? I am East Coast, USA.
Luna 3 is notable, with an unusually inclined orbit.
I do like question time.
Planet 1 is a notable icy body with an incredibly high surface temperature of well over 461 Kelvin.
Oh, admin. So, I'm not admin for a music community. I actually was a music major in college. That was one of my degrees. I did a music and business major. So, I'm not sure where it says the music stuff. But I'm not
Planet 2
in.
is notable,
I don't
with an
work in the
incredibly high
music
surface
industry,
temperature of over
unfortunately.
425 Kelvin.
I wish I did.
Luna 2 is a notable icy body with an incredibly inclined orbit. This body has large deposits of carbon.
I just really enjoy music. We're looking for a gas giant, boys. Where's he at? Gotcha. So it was a double major, not related. I did music performance, piano, upright bass. MBA is what I got. It was one of the ones that I got. The other one, I just did a double major in music performance because
Planet 4 is a notable Class 1 gas giant with pristine rock heat and icy rings.
when I was going to college 4 or 5 years ago, gosh, it's been a while. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I worked at the university. So basically, they were like, "Hey,
Body
free
4
college,"
contains high
and I was
levels
like,
of carbon and
"All right,
selenium.
I'm gonna work here and do all my college stuff." So that's what I got out of that. I only had to pay for my first year of college. No complaints, and a little bit of master stuff. Oh gosh. What's music performance? Basically, like, it's learning how to play, and then, like, if somebody wanted to hire you for, like, an orchestra or something, you're, like, qualified with your degree. But I did jazz studies, so it was piano, jazz, upright bass minor with a minor in vocals as well.
Body 4C has high levels of carbon.
But to be honest, I translate jazz into EDM stuff because I don't want to get too deep into music. But basically,
This body has large deposits of carbon and selenium.
any rule you learned with music when you play jazz, the rule is to break the rules. And EDM is kind of the same way, where it has your basic underlying tones, and then you just kind of throw trash in there. But the trash makes the song good. So I had to learn classic. Classical I learned for the first 2 years. Everybody learns classical no matter what you're going into. You want to do hip hop, you want to do rap, you want to do jazz, you want to be a stage, you want to be a conductor, got to learn classical. That's one of the rules, kind of like theory. To speak a language, you got to learn the alphabet. Classical is the alphabet. And then you learn what you learned, like, hey, do you actually apply it or do you get rid of it? So I used to. I do have a MIDI keyboard. I haven't hooked it up to my new PC. I've had this PC for about a year and a half. I used to use FL. Back in college, I used the Logic Pro and Ableton. I had a full MIDI controller and a bunch of other fun stuff. It was good times, but I haven't done any recently just because I've been too busy with work and streaming. But I need to get back into it. I used to do some mastering for some folks as well, and going through and taking their tracks and mastering them up. Actually, a lot of the regulars, I still always have itches for music. I don't have time. IT and ED, you got it. A lot of my regulars, they're not here today because they're studying for midterms. Give me a second.
This is your first visit to the system.
A lot of my regs are actually in music degrees as well. So I've got somebody over in Australia doing
4 jumps until arrival.
music engineering. He was usually here, but he has midterms he's studying for, so he's not here this morning. And I've got another guy over in Spain, I
10
believe,
bodies remain to be scanned.
who's doing audio engineering and music performance. And I believe they're both studying for midterms, so they're not here this morning, which I don't blame them. What time is it? All right, I got 20 minutes, boys. I just got to keep an eye on the watch. Ooh, excuse me. I got to keep an eye on the watch. Got to get ready for work at 8 my time, which is in about 20 minutes. Hey, thank you, Pancake Summer. What a wonderful name. I'm flying a space pancake. Basically the same thing, right? I appreciate the follow. Audio engineering is basically working soundboard stuff and understanding how sound works. So there's a lot of different avenues that audio engineering could go down, from understanding how to set up stage equipment, stuff like that, and then going to like mastering, mixing, things like that. There's a lot of different avenues. Oh hey, how's it going? Welcome.
Planet 1 is notable, with an incredibly elongated orbit. Planet 2 is a notable rocky ice world with an incredibly elongated orbit.
I'm always curious, how did you guys find me? Did we happen by, just happen by on Twitch looking for Elite, or, because I'm always curious how people find me on the Twitch, boys. It's a thing called browse Twitch suggestions. Okay, cool. I was just kind of curious. Yo, that browse button though, it'd be a sneaky boy. Engage jump.
Engaging jump drive.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yo, Twitch suggestions working out. Look at that.
Telemetry obtained.
Vectors.
Stellai Surface is traveling to the Glide LZQ-PV-1-2 system. This is your first visit to the system. You have 33 jumps to go.
Scanning now.
That would be interesting.
Ground core feed is remarkable with lower than average surface temperature and higher than average density. 3 out of 10 bodies have been scanned.
I actually have a Raspberry Pi with Mint on it, chilling here in my room. The LEDs in the background I have them set to blue. One, because it's blue, it's nice. I actually have them, they're able to be changed colors on the fly. Like I can be like, hey, you want red? Hey, you want blue? Like, what color do you want? I just don't have them hooked up to my Alexa, so. Finished coding for today. Cat, improvise music. So, that's literally like what we've been talking about this whole time. So hey, welcome. Chat's pretty chill. We're all super chill here, guys. We're not your stereotypical streamer boys. But yeah, what you coding? Coding is always fun. Actually, let's not care about what you're coding. What language are you using? That's the real question. Because that will give me a hint on what we're actually doing. Oh. There you go. So making some Twitch stuff. That's pretty sweet. Bro, always go meta. Alright.
Moon C1 is a notable icy body with an incredibly inclined orbit. Body C1 has high levels of carbon and selenium.
That's fair, that's fair. Nothing crazy here. No jazz. Interesting. I always just have commands that I hit on my keyboard. Engage jump.
Okay. Executing now.
You're just using Twitch itself. That's pretty sweet though.
Jump in progress.
Navigation
Stellar
for
Serpent is
next
heading
system.
to YLBJ-QD5-5 system. This is your first visit to this system. Fuel reserves are at 84% capacity.
Thank you.
Scanning now. You're welcome.
Stargate is remarkable, with an unusually high solar mass at 1 times the Sol's.
I was gonna say
lower
it's
than
big.
average density and high brilliance. As you can see, it emits a yellow-orange light. Lune A1 is a notable metal-rich body with an extremely inclined orbit. Body A1 has high levels of chromium and manganese. This body contains large deposits of chromium and manganese. Main sequence star B is notable, with a high rate of rotation at 5.4 days. As you can see, it emits a yellow-orange light. 4 out of 40 bodies have been scanned here. Fuel at maximum.
She does sound a little overwhelmed sometimes. I have her speed up to 3, just because, you know, I want her to read stuff fast and not be here for ages while she's like, yes, and the star is, and I'm just like, okay, speed it up. I just want the info in my ears. So that's why she sounds a bit overwhelmed. Oh, creating mini games. I didn't watch Lower Decks because I heard it was a piece of shit. But no, I didn't watch it. Was it actually any good? I've watched everything else, but not Lower Decks.
Planet AB5 is notable, with a pristine metal-rich ring.
You like it? Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I got the vibe off of, so I hadn't watched it yet. Fair enough, fair enough. Yo, that's a lumpy boy. Look at him. Oh my gosh. How small is he? $415. Yeah, it's pretty small.
Body AB5D has large deposits of arsenic. Lune AB5E is a notable icy body with a pristine icy ring.
Yo, chroma key is where it's at. I used to use that back in the day, but it didn't work out 100% because I didn't have even lighting in my room. When I wanted to chroma key myself out, like a fake green screen, but I just said, hey, you know what? I'll just decorate the room and call it good. I think it works, as long as I remember to keep the bed made.
This body contains large deposits of chromium and manganese.
Yeah, the red-blue lighting. So I have like a pinkish light over here, and then I've got the background with the mic. So I was like, you know what? It's very complimentary, so we're gonna stick with it. We got 40 bodies here. I just realized how many we're dealing with.
Planet AB6 is notable, with pristine rocky and metal-rich rings.
Yo, same. They're so good.
Body AB6 contains high levels of arsenic.
Silicate vapor geysers. Geezers. Alright, we're not getting anything too crazy. There's a lot of stuff, though, for sure. Look at all these sulfur planets. Reminds me a bit of Io. What else we got over here? Is it another gas giant boy? Yep, there he is.
Planet AB7 is a notable helium-rich gas giant with pristine metallic and metal-rich rings.
Helium rich. I haven't seen one of those in a hot minute. Geo's at 1.25 G.
Planet AB1 is a notable gas giant with water-based life with a pristine rocky ring.
Yeah, this is a pretty nifty looking system here. Yo, if you know what you're doing, OBS has quite a bit of good functionality built into it too. Alright, thick boy.
Planet AB2 is notable, with pristine metal-rich and rocky rings. Planet AB3 is a notable Class 1 gas giant with pristine rocky and metal-rich rings. Planet AB4 is notable, with pristine metallic and metal-rich rings.
This is a pretty good system.
This body has high levels of germanium and arsenic.
Wait, we have 52 signals, yet only 40 bodies. We're gonna have to take a look.
AB4 has large deposits of tellurium.
I just realized. Yeah, I use slobs as well. I love slobs.
This system holds every element that may be required to boost Stellae Serpentis range. Exploration class, green. Body A1 is a good candidate to map.
Alright, A1. And before we do that, what is this system looking like? That's also true. Yeah, we have some here that we got so close to, it just kind of came in. Tidally locked, no features, silicate vapor geysers, silicate magma, geosignals. This one, metal rich body. I did see that. I kind of want to make something for a virtual webcam, but then again, I'm just like, people can see my face. Now we're at 6 seconds. Is that too fast? Nah, slowed us down. We're good. Ooh. That's true. That's true. There are some pretty cool things you could do with it. Ooh, this is a good song. I apologize in advance. I'm cranking this one a little bit. I like half an orange. Posture check. Oh, thank you, Nerf. Oh, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate that. I need that. We've got another 5 minutes. Bye. Bro, good seeing you. Oh, I guess we're going topsy-turvy on this one. You came for that posture check? Bro, thank you. I appreciate it. I needed it.
Mapping is now complete. Efficiency bonus granted. Planet A1 is a medium gravity metal rich body that is suitable for landing. The surface temperature averages 1254 Kelvin. Body A1 has large deposits of chromium and manganese. All bodies of interest are now mapped.
You said suitable for landing, huh? Alright guys, this is where we're gonna end it off. Let's set her down. This is a high G world, so we got to be careful. It's not too high. I think it's like, what, 1.5, I think is what it said? Let's aim for that crater there. Fly away. Or do we go for that one? Let's go for this one. We'll go for this one. I keep changing my mind.
Drop to normal space in the vicinity.
Yo, if that
of
happens, it's a big GG.
5-5A1. Flight mode engaged. Warning. Fly LVJ-QT5-5A1 is a medium gravity world at 1 Corny and 17 centimeters.
That would be unfortunate. We're gonna land on this little top bit here.
Flight completed.
Power to shields.
Transferring power to shields.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, that surface is gonna come up quick. Deploy landing gear.
Gear down.
Alright. Trick's gonna be finding a spot. What about back over here? This looks okay. No? Alright, there's gotta be somewhere. Like, I feel like here will work. Hello? Oh, I saw it. Okay, we gotta zero it out.
Touchdown on Fly LVJ-QT5-5A1. Coordinates are minus 75.78 degrees latitude, minus 31.46 degrees longitude. Buggy away. Buggy standing by for recovery.
Let's give it a little look-see. It's gonna drop fast. Oof. Alright, peeps. That's what we got. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. It was quite fun. Good meeting all you new peeps. Thanks for stopping by, Nerf, by the way, as well as Marcel and Koros. It's been a good day. We're doing an actual tomorrow is a special day. We're doing like a nice long one. I think we're going for about 8 to 12 hours tomorrow. Yeah, you'll see me again soon if you're around. Tomorrow, let's see here. Right now it's 8 a.m. for me. So I'm not sure what time it is for you guys, but an hour later. So it's 8 a.m. now, 9 a.m. tomorrow is when the big boy stream starts. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. All the support is welcome, but we're going to hopefully be making it to Colonia. But until then, I appreciate you all, and you have a great rest of your day. Peace out, peeps.
Standing by for recovery. Buggy docked.